What's up, fish keepers? Today we're going to be talking about the world of mollies. Now, whether you're an experienced fish keeper, you more than likely have kept mollies in your career, or you're a beginner and you're stressed about the vast amounts of fish to get for your first aquarium. But let me reassure you, mollies are fun, entertaining fish, and they're really easy to keep. And even today, I still have mollies for my first mollie that I ever bought at the start of my fish keeping journey. So let's check out the mollies and everything there is to know about them. So the mollie, or the Pasilia is the genus name, is a common freshwater fish found in rivers and streams from Colombia all the way up to Mexico. And it's even becoming more naturally found in places like the southern United States, but that's mostly due to fish keepers and their actions. But these guys are live bearers and they're super easy to breed. So a live bearer means instead of laying eggs like most fish do, these guys will actually get impregnated. A male will impregnate a female and they'll carry live offspring in their stomachs until they are ready to birth them, and then they pop out 30 to 40 of these live little baby fry, and it's a really cool thing to see. And if you guys want more information on breeding mollies, which I have done in the past, feel free to comment below and I can definitely provide more details on that. So these beautiful fish come in a wide variety of colors. Common ones you might find at your local aquarium are black mollies, Dalmatian mollies, orange mollies, and some of the rare bred ones you might find are 24 karat gold ones, white ones, silver ones. I've even seen a chocolate lab mollie, and they're really cool to see, but there's all these different variations. And for sizes and shapes, they come in different variations. More common ones you'll see is either a sailfin mollie, your common mollie, or a balloon belly mollie, and a lyre tail mollie. And these are all, and actually I forgot the cool one is the swordtail one. So they come in a wide variety of variations as well. So they're really neat. Now, mollies are a really excellent fish for any beginner fish keeper because one, they're really hardy. They can live in a wide variety of water parameters. And two, they can eat almost any food you give them, and they are willing and accepting of any food you will give them. They are omnivores, so their diet, I would include high protein foods such as bloodworms or brine shrimp, but they also will eat algae flakes and other fish flakes, tropical fish flakes that you would buy at a local fish store. Now, mollies are sometimes confused with their other live bearer, I'm not going to say cousins, but they do resemble the same look as guppies and platies, but mollies definitely are a lot larger than these fish. And I personally find they have a little bit more of a personality than those guys. And they're also really distinguished by their shape and sizes as well. They get a little bit bigger than a platy, and they're quite bigger than a guppy. So keeping mollies. So unlike the platies and mollies, as I said, these guys get quite big. Once they reach maturity, you can see them getting up to about 5 inches in length. Some of the swordtails or the sailfins get a little bit bigger, up to 6 inches, but on average, these guys will be about 3 to 5 inches long. And they live for about 4 to 5 years, kept in good water parameters, good conditions. So you will have them for a fair amount of time in your journey. Now, mollies are a shoaling fish, and this is different than a schooling fish. Schooling means that the fish will swim in synchronization, whereas mollies, they just kind of group up, they socialize, they hang out, they swim around the block together. So, and they do this to avoid predators and as well as to help each other scavenge and forage for food. So their social hierarchy is really interesting to watch. And once you have these guys for a while, you'll kind of know their quirks and stuff like that. So they're really cool to watch. Now, with this social hierarchy, you're going to notice that some of the males, specifically the largest one, will try and assert dominance over everyone else, and he'll try and be like a pack leader. So that being said, it's very important that you keep a female to male ratio of 2 females to 1 male at minimum. And this is just to prevent any harassing from a male to a female. This is really the main thing you would have to watch out for with buying mollies. So I would recommend getting around, at minimum 3, but I would recommend getting 6 to start, And then again, at least 4 females to 2 males, and that is a great number to start off. Now, mollies love to swim. Obviously, these guys are from rivers and streams, so I would recommend having some sort of flow in your tank, whether it be a hang-on back filter or some sort of submersible pump that does shoot a stream out. Nothing too crazy because it can harm them, but they do just like to sometimes, flap their fins in the water and try and pretend like they're swimming upstream. So it's definitely fun to watch and really entertaining. Now, if you're getting mollies and you're only having mollies, these guys are going to definitely breed. If you have the proper ratio, after about 30 days, you should see some little baby fry popping up around your tank. Now, these guys don't have a parental instinct, so it is possible that these guys might mistake the fry for like a bug or something, so they will try and eat their own offspring. That being said, it is good control, population control. So just be aware of that. But if you are looking to breed and keep your guppies, once you see that a female is about to give birth, and again, I can go in more detail, just comment below, that you would want to either remove her or scoop the fry out when they start giving birth. So water parameters. Now, like I said, these guys can live in a wide variety of water parameters, but the most important thing is once you set up your tank is consistency. So when you choose your parameters, make sure that's consistent throughout the lifespan of the tank, because any fluctuation in that parameter will cause the fish stress, and it might have issues for them down the road. So that being said, they are a tropical fish. So they like to have temperatures around 23 degrees to 26 degrees Celsius, or about 72 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit. And their pH level it's about 7.5 to 8.5. And that's a good number to keep it at. And again, once you set your parameters, make sure you keep it that same way. So I'll post the parameters up here in the video, and just keep it on average as such. So the tank size, at minimum, I would say a 20 gallon is bare minimum for these guys. But because these guys are prolific breeders, you're gonna have a huge population spike. So I would definitely recommend getting a 30 gallon at minimum if you're gonna be keeping mollies. So another good thing is to have some live plants. These guys will chip away at any algae and stuff like that, but it also provides some hiding places for females when they are giving birth and can kind of give them like a stress-free environment. So definitely look at some live plants if you are interested in having a little bit of an aquascape. Now for tank mates for mollies, as I said, these guys are fun and social. The only thing that is the most important is the female to male ratio. If you have 6 males, these guys will pretty much just fight and peck for the pecking order. So I would definitely recommend make sure that you have more females than males. And then any fish that's either not going to eat them, or any non-aggressive fish. So I've kept them with cardinal tetras, neon tetras, rasboras, which are quite small and the mollies haven't eaten them, danios, corridors. There's tons of fish out there that you can keep with them. And as long as they're community, peaceful fish, you should really have no problem with these guys. So that's the pretty much basic rundown of mollies. If you have any questions, definitely hit me up in the comments below, and I will definitely answer to the best of my ability. But good luck on your fish keeping journey, and I hope you enjoy your new tank with your mollies.